Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Sagittarius weekly money and career reading from October 27th to November 2nd, 2025. Sagittarius, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Sagittarius weekly money and career, October 27th to November 2nd, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout on the here up for the magic word. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for free reading, all you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comments section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of October. So grab your best headphones, earbuds for better sound. And let's get started. Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. What do we need to know? What are the messages here for the sign of Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, money and career for this upcoming week? What are the messages? What do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. What do we need to know? All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we got. Knight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Three of Swords, Two of Cups, the Death card, the Hangman, High Priestess, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. One, two, three, four. Four major arcana and one ace of swords. You're following your heart. You're moving into a mission, or you're creating something. You're moving forward on a mission, following a passion, following your heart, working with other people, joining a team, or building a team, or part of a team. You're building something. You're part of a business, part of a project, part of an idea that you're building. You're collaborating. It's teamwork. You're not alone in this thing. Things are shifting. Things are out of your control. There's a sudden change, a sudden movement forward. Things are a little bit of it's chaotic because things have to change. It's chaotic because it's transition, accepting the ebbs and flows, accepting to be flexible, and accepting the change, accepting changes to bring back balance so you can move forward, make decisions in a clear way, in a balanced, calm, mature way. This is something that you've wished for. This is something that you've wanted. Maybe you want to change within your job. Maybe you want to change within the team, within the people you're working with, or maybe you want to change within a business, collaborations, energies within a job, or this is a project that you are collaborating with, right? That is now shifting and moving forward. There is a sudden shift of energy there. It's not particularly in your control. The Wheel of Fortune is just accepting the changes that are not your decision, not in your control, but it's certainly bringing back a certain balance here within that professional environment, whether it's your company or working for another company or working on a project. This is your wish. You are going to be rewarded and really content with getting the fruits of your labor. And that's bringing back harmony within your family. It feels like there's a disappointment with someone, with a collaborator, or with a close person, or maybe this is your partner, your business partner, or someone you're really close to, or someone that you trusted. Two of Cups. This is a collaboration. This is a partnership. This is a person that you trust and that you're close to emotionally and energetically. It can be a family member, it can be a friend, it can be a coworker, it can be a business partner or a partner in life with whom you're disappointed with, have been disillusioned. Maybe the options you had with them are not turning out that great, and maybe they believe in things that you don't, or maybe they have a different point of view to move forward in this project or to move forward on this job, and maybe it feels like they're dynamic, or their way of thinking, or maybe it's a manager, maybe you're close to your manager, close to your boss, close to this business person. Their way of thinking is maybe a little delusional or illusional. Can be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. I do think that you do have someone there is a little delusional, right? And so you're disappointed in that. Maybe they believed in certain things, or made you believe in certain things, or offered you the possibility to work there, or promised something. Maybe they promised a raise. Maybe they promised a job. Maybe they promised, that this project was going to move forward. Something like that. Okay, so this has been delayed. This has been on pause. There's a pause there with the Hangman. Wheel of Fortune, Death card, shifting into something completely different. Something's got to give. You got to let go of something and move into a new cycle. There's a new direction. There's clarity coming in. There's a breakthrough coming in with this situation, with this person. I do feel like it comes from one person in your team, in your job, in your company, in your business, whatever it is that is delusional, or you don't agree with them and you're like, well, wait a second. Well, why are we taking this approach? Why are we budgeting this way? Although we don't really have pentacles, there are no pentacles, so I don't really think this is about money. I do think this is about a dynamic. Decisions that are made in management, or decisions that are made within the company or within this business on a project that are delusional, or that illusions, or they're tricking you into think that, this is the right way to do it, or this is the way we're going to make money, or this is the way we're going to get the money to develop the project, to develop this, to be successful, whatever it is. But you realize that. So now you're moving forward, but it has been stagnating for a while. And the reason why it's on pause is because it's not viable with their point of view, or not viable with their decisions, or not viable with their solutions, or what they're bringing to the table, or their goal or their vision is not viable, right? It's not going to be able to move forward in that way. That's why there's a pause. And the pause is always there to reassess a situation that cannot be successful right now in the way it is. So there's sacrifices that are needed. Maybe financial sacrifices, or maybe sacrifices within the team, doing things differently. And also whatever the problem is, or whatever is holding this up, needs to be addressed. No one's talking about it. It's been beneath the surface for a while. Is this the manager that's not being truthful? Is this a coworker, or the person that's in charge, the team leader, or the responsible person, whatever? It feels like things haven't been addressed. And you know that, Sagittarius. You know exactly, maybe not exactly what's going on, maybe not exactly why things have been delayed and stagnated and paused or put on pause. This can be a project put on pause. This can be a business, where the management is putting certain things on pause. This can be a company where certain things are put on pause. And maybe this is your project, your business, whatever you're working on. It's the delays here, or because this issue has to be addressed. So either it's financial answers you're waiting for, management answers you're waiting for, logistics you're waiting for, whatever. If it's financial answers, that lie beneath the surface, that have to come out. Issues have to come out. The truth will come out. Trust your intuition, right? If you feel things are fishy, just avoid any major money moves, or avoid any major decisions unless it feels right. Secrets or hidden income or whatever it is that's hidden need to come out to be able to move forward into new direction, to get that breakthrough, to get the clarity on this situation here. All right, so let's see what this High Priestess is all about. What is hidden there? What is it that Sagittarius needs to know or needs to address? What is this truth that has to come out, or what has been hidden, or why is there a pause and no one is addressing this, or no one's giving the answer? Well, there we go. 10 of Swords, the burnout, the disappointment, and there we have the Tower. There's the sudden revelation, the moment where things are coming out, the awakening, right? That, okay, we can't move forward on this in this way. We don't have the logistics, or we don't have the people, or the project, the goal is not viable, right, the way we have planned it so far. Or maybe we don't have enough money, something like that. You have the Tower. There's the sudden shift, the sudden awakening, that things need to be done differently. Maybe it needs a different manager. Maybe it needs a different approach, or a different budgeting, or different planning. But there's that moment, that sudden, and maybe it's a sudden financial upheaval, or maybe there's sudden lack of budget or something like that. Although again, there's not many pentacles here, but it feels like there's unexpected expenses, and everybody's like, well, wait a second, we thought we had a budget, or we thought we were moving forward on this, or now all of a sudden there's unexpected expenses. There's some sort of crisis, and again, does not have to be financial. It can be managerial, logistics, politics, office politics, something like that. There's some sort of crisis there. And that's not a bad thing, because this crisis is bringing clarity to the subject, to the situation, to the conflict, to the blockage, to the stagnation, right? to the delays. And that is really going to clear the path for a stronger building, hence moving into a new direction. Clear breakthrough, getting the truth, clearing the way, clearing the path. Wow. One more card on the... Okay, well, there we go. They're just slipping out. Yep, there we go. There's the controlling person, or the manipulating person, or manipulating people, team, company, business, whatever it is. It's going to be different for each and every one. But there you go. There's the energy of feeling trapped, feeling bound to this, feeling tricked, manipulated, controlled, or just a toxic energy there moving. It's not moving in the wrong direction. It is not giving all the truth and the information to be able to move forward. Needs a different strategy. Needs a different strategy. It's stuck. And we do have the death card, right? The end of a financial phase, the end of a... It can be the end of a job, but for me, it feels more than either there's debt payoff, either there's some people losing jobs, or but it opens the space for renewal, because it needs to get out of either the toxic money patterns, or everybody's in it for the money, and then it's like there's a financial entrapment. Now it's time to break free from unhealthy attachments. Whether you're attached to this company, whether you've been working with these people on this subject, on this project, on this business for a while, there's unhealthy financial situation here. One more card on the devil, please. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 6 major arcana. One more card on the devil, please, for Sagittarius. I mean, at least, yeah, everybody's in it for their own gain. Power, power, power. And then 3 of Wands, then being able to progress forward, right? Something is going to progress forward, and it's going to start showing results. But until there's change, until this management or way of doing business or collaboration or whatever changes, it's not going to be able to move forward. But there is movement forward here. You will see the results. You will start seeing results. It is going to progress forward. But there has to be a detachment from those unhealthy, toxic financial attachments, or bound to a person, or bound to a certain energy that's very controlling or very manipulating. All right. Okay. Well, what's the new direction now for Sagittarius? How is this going to move forward? What's the new direction in this plan, this project, this job, this business, this company? What is this new direction here for Sagittarius? Did that flip over? No. What is the new direction here? What is that looking like? What's the clarity looking like? New. Okay. Learning something new. Training, learning. You are going to be very curious on what is happening next. This is exciting for you, but there's a learning process, right? There's a new financial idea or a new way of doing this. Someone's finding a new idea. Maybe you're finding a new idea. Maybe there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius finding a new idea, asking questions, contracts, investments, planning. There needs to be research and careful research on this new plan. And then it can move forward. So once you get out of this chaos here, Then you start working. There's a plan here, communicating to expand. There's a lot of planning involved and communication. But you move from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. So you're going from the planning stage. This is your next move. This is your next, it's a financial decision regarding expansion. So financial decision within the job, within the business, within the company, regarding expansion, regarding working on this project or expansion of this business. There might be traveling, there might be relocating. This is about investing in your future, or it's investing in the future of this company, but something's got to give. Things need to be done in a different way. Again, there needs to be sacrifices. Maybe people are going to work remote or come back in, or people are going to be able to, are going to have to relocate or travel for business. There's something expanding, but things need to change before this can move forward. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, let's see if there's one more card on the it's funny because you have, not funny, haha, but you have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So you're actually have wished for this. This is something that you've wanted. You wanted change in your company, or you've wanted a change of manager or change of philosophies or something, because probably you could understand that this wasn't going to be able to move forward like this, or the way it was done, or the decisions that were made. And so this is something you've wished for. You're getting what you wish for. And again, walking on eggshells, right? Is this, this is fatigue, but you're close to your goal. Burnt out because there's a lot going on, a lot to deal with, but don't quit. And maintain boundaries. Maintain boundaries. Even if you're freaked out and walking on eggshells and you don't know who's what and what's going on, and do you have all the answers? Do you really have clarity on everything? Maybe they're not telling you everything. There's a lot of chaos going on. But there's always chaos before the change or during the change. Changes never come, rarely come smoothly, right? And so the Nine of Wands just tells me that you're there, you're hanging on, you're sort of tired of this whole thing, but don't lose faith, keep going, you're going to reach your goal, things are going to happen. But again, High Priestess, things have to be addressed about power, about everybody or certain people in their own power, and having to juggle a lot and having to deal with a lot. But flexibility is key here, and adapting to this new energy is key. Learning as well. Understanding that there's a learning process here to be able to move forward in this new way of managing, or maybe it's maybe there's a new manager coming. Maybe there's a reorg, right? It really feels like that. Unsupported, yeah. But again, moving forward, take your time. There's a new offer. Yes, the opportunity is there, except that it's going to be done in a different way. Yeah, needs to be clarity. Look at all these kings. King of Swords, King of Cups, double King of Cups. Having to really balance. Everybody needs to calm down and balance their emotions. There can be many powerful people with responsibilities there that need to reorg and rethink these things. And maybe these are new people coming in with this King of Swords and this King of Cups. It feels like a reorg, doesn't have to be, but King of Cups and King of Swords, strategy, master strategy, and also being fair, being logical, seeing the truth, and finding the solutions with what there is now, right? Being disciplined with money, having financial leadership, also legal matters, maybe having to consult people, checking, making sure there's strong ethics and responsibility for all. These people coming in are not going to dilly-dally. If there's a reorg, or there's a change of manager, or change of leadership. These people are not going to dilly-dally, right? Needs to be addressed. Whatever needs to be addressed, whoever needs to be accountable will be accountable. And, you know, with this King of Cups, there's also someone, or this is a person that has, you know, maturity and financial maturity, and they're stable, and they're, you know, they know how to do things ethically and calmly and manage calmly. There's a lot of balance there and stability there and financial stability, and really being able to come in, settle things down, make decisions in a calm way. They're two different, I feel like they're two different people. Can be the same person, very calm, collected, but very sharp in finances and very sharp in business, and it's almost like they're going to clean the place up. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles there, which tells me that there's a new opportunity, new financial opportunity, or fresh finances coming in, or maybe you're given the opportunity to now move forward and work with them. Again, hence the two Knights. Knights are all about movement forward. One is all about being creative, following your heart, following your mission, wanting to work with these people, wanting to move forward on this in a different way. You knew, or you know, that it wasn't going to work that way, that something had to happen, but you know that it's going to be slow, or it is going to be slow moving. It is going to have to be step by step. Everyone's going to have to take their responsibility, rebuild this, take their time to strategize, to plan things out, everything in due time. Wow. Okay. Comment down below, Sagittarius. Let me know if you connect with this energy. What is going on? What is this all about? Let me know. Put it down in the comment section if you can, if you wish to share. I know that not everybody wants to share. If you're interested in a tarot reading, join us live. We have lives every Sunday at 12 noon, Monday and Fridays. Hours are flexible depending on my schedule, but join us. We have live tarot sessions if that's something you're interested in. Never had a tarot reading before and you're curious, or you're looking for an answer, you want clarity on this situation, or you want to know what's going on, or join us. Well, I mean, if you want a personal tarot reading, you would have to join membership. Members get personal readings. But you can still join us, whether you're a member or not, whether you're a subscriber or not, although you should check out if you're a subscriber. Check if you're a subscriber yet. And if you're not, click the subscribe button. It's free for you. It's just one click. Doesn't cost you anything. Makes a huge difference for channels like this to be able to grow. So thank you for subscribing if you haven't yet. All right, let's see. Yeah, there we go. There is the blockage there within the corporation, the institution, administration, whatever it is. But here's the moment where, you know, in your mind, do you follow the traditional path? Do you follow them, the manager, the people, the new managers, the new powerful people or decision makers? Do you follow them on this new energy that is stagnating? Right now here it's still in stagnation. One more card here to see what the next dynamic is, just to double check. Seeking guidance also from, you know, people that have experience in this, and there we go. And then moving forward on a new adventure, taking back your freedom. This can be you maybe working with them for a little while and then not really wanting to stay in this type of obligation, in this type of institution, administration, government job, or whatever it is, something very ruled and regulating, and you're regulated, and you sort of want to take your freedom on that. You're going to move into something different. So even if you work with them a little while, you're going to take your freedom and you're going to go out and do something completely different out of your comfort zone. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Very interesting reading, Sagittarius, to say the least. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for being here, for connecting, for sharing your journeys, your energies, gratitude. Gratitude to each and every one. I want to say that the magic word is follow your heart. Follow your heart. If you have to make a decision, there is a decision here. If you have to make a decision, for me, I feel like you follow new management, or there's a fresh new energy coming in with another strategy, and you choose to learn, you choose to hang on and work with them for a while. And I do think that at one point you are going to go on a complete different path, your own path, taking on a new adventure. So I want to say that the magic word here is follow my heart, or follow your heart. Whatever it is that you would like to put down, that you connect with, follow my heart or your heart, put that down in the comment section. And don't forget to be subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.